Welcome to Casa 2025 Super and Master League opening ceremony. Tonight is the official launching of the 2025 Casa season. And as you take a look, they're getting ready to have the teams march out, both the Super League teams and the Masters team. Now, if you're not familiar with the opening ceremony, the teams comes out fully dressed. They're allowed to have 11 players and one manager. And if they do, and in full uniform, they'll actually get 3 points. So a team can actually get 3 points going into the beginning of the season. And so they can get anywhere from 1 point, from zero, no points, 1, 2, and 3. All depends on how they are dressed and ready for the season. And this is actually good for the teams because, as I said, they can jump out with 3 points over another team that doesn't have any or doesn't come prepared for the 3 points. So, and of course, followed following the open ceremony, we will have our featured match for the school classic, for the 2025 school classic. And we're going to have the Jamaica All School Select team going up against RPS Rush. RPS Rush is actually the defending champions from last year for the school classic. And as you can see, they're setting up for the parade. As we take a look in the stand tonight, is much different from the last couple of nights. And that's because the weather is being kind to us tonight. You know, for the last couple of nights, it's been not so kind. As we take a look at the Jamaica team, getting ready to watch the parade, and then before they warm up for their game coming up at 8 o'clock. And of course, temperature here right now is 65 degrees, which is nice. This is Florida winter's temperature. course, you can see there playing the music is Sugar 95.7, one of our top South Florida and West Florida radio station. As we take a look at some of the dignitaries, you see one of our commissioners, Mr. Holness, and that's Dale Holness, not Andrew Holness, even though they're from the same family. Mr. Holness has been our local commissioner, Broward commissioner, uh, Broward mayor. So he has been serving this community in different capacities for many, many years. As we take a look there, one of the Casa board member, Georgia Singleton. So this year we have in the Super League we have 8 teams and 9 teams in the Masters. So this is definitely going to be a great Casa season. And of course the season runs from January through the first week of July. And what you're looking at is the Masters team coming out. As I said, we have nine Masters League team.
As you can see, the officials are actually greeting the teams, the Super League and the Masters. This is the opening ceremony of the Casa tournament, which is Masters League and Super League. Mr. Campbell, that's our city commissioner. We have seen the mayor of Lauderdale, and we have seen the mayor of Lauderdale Lakes, Mr. Issa Rogers. The officials are greeting the players. It's what we do. I'm happy that Casa has decided to stay in the city of Lauderdale. We have seen the administration body of Casa, the president, the vice president, treasurer, secretary. Couldn't choose a much better day for the opening ceremony. If this was yesterday or any other day before, we'd have to be shoveling snow. As they greet the players, coaches, medics. And of course, the team came out. The importance of the team coming out in their numbers is a guaranteed 3 points just for being here all gears up, all geared up. So the mayor, the commission, and the elected bodies will be at the front, while our camera personnel make his way around to the front. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, welcome. It's the opening ceremony for Casa 2025. It's something that we're looking forward to all year long. Of course, we're in the heights of the Youth Classic, the featured game, semi-final game coming up right after the opening ceremony, which will be featuring the likes of the defending champion, Rush, and of course, the third place runner-up for last year, which is the Jamaica All School Select, which is Issa. So we're looking forward to that game. A lot of folks here, not only here, but folks around the world are saying that this game tonight seems to be a look like the final or what the final should have been. But depending on how the game goes tonight, I'm quite sure Plantation will make it a final, depending on whichever team come. They're there and they're waiting to see who will advance tonight to meet them tomorrow at the final. They have gotten a long rest and they're ready. So we're going over to the commissioner. The commissioner is speaking right now. So this is Dennis Grant. Let's go over to the commissioner. That's the mayor for Lauderdale. What you're looking at, ladies and gentlemen, is the elect bodies for the city of Lauderdale, Fort Lauderdale to be specific, because I see Miss Asa Rogers there. Different commissioner. These are the elected body. All right, pleading to Mr. Ray Martin, the vice mayor of the city. Short and spicy. I like it. Definitely gonna go to. Let me see if we can out of here. Or two.
Some love. Hello, everybody. How are you?
Is this shot good?
Jumar, don't speak your mic, your camera on.
Can we have you remain in place for the anthem, please? Ladies and gentlemen, the anthem, United States. Thank you very much. The judging continues. We will tell you who won the dress parade. But the teams, as they lead off, the judges have completed their task, so the teams can leave. Judges. Benfica, followed by Team Ingenious is followed by Team Unity. And the Unity team is Legend. Rockers Masters. Rockers Super. Then into Florida. Top Notch Super. In blue, it flew over this evening from England. Class FC. 10804 FC. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for the ladies of the netball teams. We have the display by the Pathfinder Drum Corps, special by this group. That's the SDA Pathfinder Drum Corps Special. A reminder of the big matchup between the Jamaican All Schools team and RPS Rush will come your way at 8:15.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, what you're looking at is the entertainment segment coming up by the drum corps. And what I like about this right here, it has to do with the youths. Ladies and gentlemen, you're looking at the Casa 2025 Youth Classic game coming up. This is the grand opening for Casa. This is the opening ceremony. And it's non-stop entertainment. Yes. Before we get to what most are calling the final, which it's not. Let me clarify that. Tonight is not the final. A lot of people thinking that it's the finals. RPS Rush featuring Jamaica All School Select, which is Issa. And it's, for some, it's the two best team in the Youth Classic for 2025, but you can't rule out Plantation Rush, who have made it to the final already. Simply mean they have stapled their name and their club to be very, very much a club to be competing in this competition. Now, as we get ready for the drum corps getting themselves ready, we're looking for something great, ladies and gentlemen. So stand by for the drum corps. All right, it's going to be very entertaining. As our cameraman yes. Yes, please. Ladies and gentlemen, we're looking and we're waiting, and I'm sure you folks online are waiting. Can I get into the chat room online? Let me ask our representative who is manding, our moderator who is manding online, what's happening? What's happening online, Maxine? Ladies and gentlemen, it's Casa Youth Classic 2025. It's the opening ceremony. I just want to see what the folks are saying here. Stand by, ladies and gentlemen, please. What time will the match start? In a few minutes, ladies and gentlemen, right after the drum corps, you have seen the opening off with all the teams that will be playing in the Casa 2025 series, and it goes all the way up until summer, both Masters and Super League. And of course, tonight, as you can see on your screen, it's maybe your mobile phone, the Issa team, the Jamaica team, will be playing against the defending champion. Now, we're going to go to the drum corps, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. ladies and gentlemen, it's the Pathfinder Drum Corps. What we're looking at is the Pathfinder drum corps, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. A real good look and a real good sound. These are some great guys. Stand by, ladies and gentlemen, for our featured game tonight. RPS Rush feature Jamaica All School, Issa SBF. Liking it at 8 o'clock coming up shortly. Please stand by. You have seen the Pathfinder drum corps doing their thing. Very talented individuals, some young folks who we're looking forward to see on the main stage. And as the field is being prepared, the stand is coming up. It's a good look. I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. As you can see, RPS Rush is actually warming up. Earlier we saw the Jamaica team in the stands, and they're actually enjoying the show, the pre-show. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready for our featured game of the night, a couple of minutes before we go, the Flexx team here on location. I see everybody getting warmed up. I see Maxine warming up, Trisha warming up, of course. I see Val Brown warming up, 1-800 Bunji warming up. I've seen Johnny Rich warming up. Nigel Blair says he's playing management role tonight, so he's warming up. Jamar is actually active on the court right now. So everybody is actually warming up and ready. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, this is the RPS Rush team. And that's the RPS Rush Academy, and they're the defending champion for the Youth Classic for 2024-2025. Can they prevail tonight and go the extra mile to go to the finals tomorrow, or they will be playing in the third and fourth place game, which who is there sitting and waiting is Trinidad and Tobago, or should I say Tobago team. They're waiting to see who will play them for the third place tomorrow. Plantation Rush is sitting waiting on to see who will come through tonight from the RPS Soccer Club, which is the RPS Rush. They are the defending champion. Will they advance? Their coach giving the pep talk from early. and getting them ready, letting them know the importance of tonight's game. Jamaica, they didn't advance to the final last year, but they have went to. They had played the third and fourth place game, which they won. However, I'm quite sure they were disappointed in that result. Looking forward to make a difference this year. Let's see what tonight games have in store for the boys. Ladies and gentlemen, as a team, get ready. The Flexx TV team, they are ready. The spectators are coming out. The weather tonight is much better than it is from day one, which was Tuesday when the competition started. We started with some crazy weather here in South Florida. There's a coach for RPS Rush, and having some fun with his boys, lightening up the mood, as you can see. And there's a look at the production tent across. There's a Flexx team out there, the Flexx production mobile. Rush team look confident and ready to go. We haven't seen the Jamaica team come out of the locker room as yet, but as they do, and when they do, then we'll definitely see. I'm sure the Flexx team will try to get to talk with either the coach or the assistant coach for both teams before game time. So we're looking forward to that. So our viewers, please stand by. I'm quite sure you guys are anxious and ready to see this game right here, which most of you consider to be the finals. But it's not, ladies and gentlemen. The finals is tomorrow. Game time is tomorrow. So we'll see about that, all right? 62 degrees, partly cloudy here in the city of Lauderdale, ladies and gentlemen. And we haven't seen any rain in our forecast, simply means it's going to be a real nice night. As you can see, the pitch is ready. Teams are ready. Let's go over. So I've just been told that at halftime we'll be having the mayor for an interview at halftime. That's the mayor for Lauderdale. So looking forward to talk to one of those representatives. I want to say maximum respect to some of our sponsors. BMG, Blair's Management Group. Thank you guys so very much. And of course, WBIG, big station. Looking forward to bringing the highlights overseas. We have so many people watching Flexx TV and our Flexx TV YouTube channel as well. Remember, if you're on the channel for the first time, welcome. We appreciate you being here. We ask that you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell, because that's how you will know when these games are going live. All right, as you can see, the Rush Select team, they're getting ready. So as we get ready, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at so the executive body. Here is RPS Rush warming up, looking very confident, I must say. Oh yes. And every time our camera personnel goes over to the stands, we can see where it is, the capacity is growing. One thing I can tell you, there's the food stands and the refreshment section. There's a line around there. Here comes the Jamaica All Schools, the Issa, coming out of the tunnel and getting ready. Is that look on their face, look of confidence? Or I'm quite sure these two teams understand what's going on right now and understand what's at stake here. Yes. So this is why I spectate that a lot of folks online are saying this game should have been the finals. I totally agree with you. However, it's not, and we'll see who will advance to the final tonight. Now, if this game should draw tonight, sure enough, Jamaica would go through on point standing. They have, they have tamed the beast, Lodi Lion, last night by dropping 8-0 to put themselves in a very good position if this game should draw tonight. As you can see, the teams coming on. A beautiful night out, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome to the Casa 2025 series Youth Classic. And we're looking to go live with this game in a couple of minutes. There's the goalkeeper, substitute keeper, and the family. They're rolling in. The entire production here. Looking forward to a great game. This is the Jamaica All School Select, the Issa Youths, and they're getting ready to put on a good show tonight for you guys. As they the weather is not as blissed as it was a couple of days ago. So as these guys are getting ready. Viewers, if you're looking at the Jamaica All School Select, and in a moment from now, our commentators, which will be Nigel Blair, Valne Brown, and I see our guest commentator tonight is getting his seat, getting himself mic'd up, and getting ready. Mr. Ken Lewis, Esquire. As we're getting ready in the production booth to go live. 62 degrees in South Florida, ladies and gentlemen. That's still a little bit chilly here in the city of Lauderdale as we get ready to go live for the 2025 Youth Classic. Wrapping up this stage right here to see who will go to the final. We do have two great teams that a lot of folks out there are saying that this sure look like the final. But as you can see on your screens, it is 61 degrees. Partly cloudy, feels like 59 degrees though, trust me. So as you can follow uh, what the weather will be like throughout the afternoon all the way up until the wee hours of the morning or the wee hours of tomorrow afternoon. We'll get a little bit nicer for tomorrow's final, but currently tomorrow will be a high of 72 degrees with a low of 59. So, somewhere around in the afternoon, it will get a little bit chilly. Tonight we're looking at a low of 50. It will drop to a low of 56 tonight, but currently right now it's 61 degrees and feels like 59. All right. So the skies will be partly cloudy, but nevertheless, it's better than what we have experienced since the start of the Casa 2025 Youth Classic. As we get ready to go live, ladies and gentlemen, we're going over to our commentators in a minute right now. So here we go.
You're a Georgian.
I'm a Georgia.
I salute you for that, sir. Salute you. I do salute
Thank you,
you.
sir. I'll give you a little bit of trivia. Do you know how that the Lord likes St. George's?
Tell me.
Because on a good day, the sky is light blue and white.
Wow.
All right, gentlemen, we have had for the past couple of days some great matches in this 2025 School Classic tournament. And of course, tonight's supposed to be, now based on what we have seen, Coach Brown,
Yeah.
this is supposed to be the game of the week.
I think this is the finals.
It's not the final, but you
Before
think
the
it's the final.
finals.
And Plantation is out there already qualified for the final, saying, what is the coach talking about?
Well, based on what I've seen, Nigel, and I'm pretty much honest with it, these two teams right here, when they knock the ball, they knock it with some surety of what they're doing, and I like that much.
Well, what happened what we saw with the Rush team, both matches they played, they actually put on a clinic.
Yes, certainly they did, and they look classy. They look like a team that's well-oiled, know what they're doing, know where to be on the field, know what to do with the ball when they get it. They don't turn over the ball, so it's a big thing. It's a big thing with this group.
And as we can see last night, that Jamaica was watching the Rush team, so they came out last night and demonstrate how to put on a clinic.
Well, there's two things to that, in my estimation. The team, Lauderdale Lions, they were playing their third game against Jamaica, that was just playing their second game.
Right.
So the mileage on the Lauderdale Lions was too much. And when I got home last night and I checked and I looked, I said, no, these kids have to be doing over 15, 20 miles in those 3 games. And that brings weight on the legs. Don't care how you think you can play. When you're tired, you're tired.
But I'll add this, Coach. There's this old adage that says coaching for a tournament is different than coaching
I think they handled it perfectly with their rotation. You know, they came
Absolutely.
out. They actually needed 6 goals last night to even um, with Rush because of the standing, and they came out and they got 8.
Well, that's a team who understood
Right.
what
So
the
no,
mission
right now
was.
they're standing on top of the league. A draw tonight get them through to the final. For
Never play for the draw,
never,
right?
you know. So
Never play for the draw. Never sit on your heels and just play for the draw. Play your game and play to win and secure your spot. Right?
well,
But I'm looking
definitely.
forward to some really good football.
I am too. I mean, the weather is kind to us tonight.
Good soccer weather.
Not just for the players, but for us as broadcasters. Because I tell you, for the last couple of days, I felt like I was back in New York.
Man,
You know,
listen, all we needed was snow.
right?
And we'd have had
And
a Premier League match on our hands.
I tell you, I want to welcome all the viewers on Flex TV. If you're watching us on our YouTube channel, our Flex TV YouTube channel, please remember to hit that subscription button and the notification bell, so you'll be notified every time there's a sporting event or an event on hold that we are broadcasting. As you took a look there, you saw the Jamaican team warming up, getting ready for a stellar display, I hope.
I hope. I hope looking for good football from both teams.
Yes, and I think you will get it. I'm rest assured you're going to enjoy all of this. These two teams are what I think, in my estimation, is the best two teams I've seen so far in the tournament.
So then we're guaranteed some good football.
Yes.
We definitely guarantee some good football tonight. Now, coach, what's a coach? Well, you're still a coach,
Still
Mr.
a
Lewis.
coach.
You know, what are you looking for from the Jamaican team?
Well, for me, I'm looking for depth and maturity. So you're at a level now where you're not a U13, U14 Pepsi player, right? So what have you learned at this stage of the game? We should be able to see that you've mastered the fundamentals. You're the pros, right?
Right.
So what can you do in terms of positive football, playing as a unit, retreating as a unit, time management, possession management? Those are all the things that I want to see. Using what is quintessentially good Jamaican flair, but to play good football as well. Right?
Definitely. Now, you have been and still are in the role of an agent,
Yes, sir.
and there are certain things that scouts, agents, coaches look for in a player individually. What are some of those attributes that they look for?
So as you and I talked last summer, I spent my time in Asia. The summer before that, I spent my time in Spain, and this summer I'll be back in Europe again, working with the teams. So what are the teams looking for? First thing a kid needs to be is coachable. That's the first thing. Understanding that he has a lot to learn, but he also has a lot to contribute, right? So if you bring the right positive attitude, that's the first that's the first step. And willingness now to take what you've learned from U13 through U19 to the next stage. So if you're a forward and you're playing in Europe, are you giving yourself angles so that you don't have to receive the ball with your back turned to the goal? If you're a midfielder playing the six, are you making sure you're scouting the field before you receive the ball so you can see everywhere the passes are? These are some of the things that people are looking for because it demonstrates IQ and maturity, right?
Right.
And the person with the IQ is the one that will last.
Okay. Now, just to follow up with something that Coach Brown, and I'm going to ask you, Coach Brown, that you mentioned earlier in the week of some of the things that you look for as a coach. And one of the things that you talk about was decision making.
Correct.
So,
That's priority one for me because from time to time, we've seen it this weekend. The midfielders, they have possession of the ball, But that final pass to the forwards is either too short, too long, or they played in an offside position. We need midfielders that's going to make that decision. I am in charge of the ball and I will deliver it when it is to be delivered.
Ah,
And it's also the confidence that they have when they receive
Most
that ball.
definitely.
but
Right.
Coach Brown, you just hit the nail on the head. And sometimes it's very hard teaching young midfielders what you just said because, listen, there's this expression that says playing simple football is easy. Playing football is simple, but playing simple football is hard, right?
Definitely.
So as a midfielder, you should always remember as a young man coming up, what's the pace on the pass? Is the player ready to receive the pass? Did I play it on the right side of the man? And where am I when I played the football? Have to remember.
All right, so some great information for our young players out there watching. You know, these are some information that you should definitely take heed of. You know, we're getting ready to watch the featured game, and I'm going to step aside and I'm bringing
Before you step
another
aside,
another
Nigel,
pro.
Before you step aside,
Yes, sir.
one of the things I should tell Mr. Lewis, and I'll tell Mr. Blair, and I'll tell Mr. Kerry James, and everybody else, if we don't start teaching these to the kids at 8, don't teach them at 18 because they're not going to get it. It's too late.
But that's what you do well, Coach Brown. You teach them when they're 4.
No. I have been to Jamaica for a month, and I've been looking at the youngsters down there.
Yeah.
And their development is, I won't use the word. We need people who know what they're doing to develop the youngsters in Jamaica.
I agree.
So we don't have to go to Germany. We don't have to go to England.
I agree.
We don't have to go to USA to get players.
I agree.
So we need to fix it at U8.
I agree.
Okay, so I'm going to step aside and I'm going to bring in another pro, my statistician. Is that a word?
That is the word.
That is the word. The great Kerry James.
The great Kerry James.
This man makes it so easy.
Yes.
Yes, he's so simple with it. I wish everybody would take a page from your book, Mr. Kerry James.
I appreciate it. Thanks, Coach.
Well, it's a little bit in the DNA, you know, because I go way back,
What is that?
many years with Tony James, and I go years way back with Alvin James. So I think it's just in the DNA. They can't help but be good at football.
All bad things to say about them are good.
You guys can't help but being good at football. I think it's genetic.
They do a good job.
They do a good job. It's just a good football family.
So you've seen a good crowd come out to watch this important game, which is
Yeah.
almost seems like the final.
Yes.
You said, I think I
yes,
overheard you say 2 strongest teams you saw, Coach.
Yes. And
So
I'm
only one of them
convinced.
is going to advance to the final tomorrow.
What I realize, Kerry and Mr. Lewis, is that because Mr. Lewis is out, the weather have changed.
That's right. I bring nothing but good energy with me.
I appreciate that because the last couple of days we've been hit with wind, rain, snow, sleet. We're trembling. We have to bring out the heater.
See, I'm glad you said it that way because I was fearful you're going to say because of my size you felt warm.
No, I won't go there. I won't go there. Not at all.
I appreciate it, brother. I brought
So perfect weather for
beautiful football weather.
Like clear, a little bit cool for South Florida standards, but not cold. So I think the players will appreciate that.
Yes,
Good
and
football
it's
weather.
Jamaican weather and it's South Florida weather. We're in for a good thing.
So what are you expecting, Coach, especially in the first maybe 5-10 minutes of the game?
It will be a cat and mouse situation where I try to see what you got and you try to see what I got. And then the first 15 minutes is always the most dangerous part of the game because that's when you're breaking concentration, and then that's when you get hit.
Very true. I
As
expect
the
them to.
mayor, as the mayor, they're taking pictures with the Rush team. New mayor, Denise Grant.
Denise Grant, Madam Mayor.
Also has a connection with football aside from being mayor in Lauderhill here. Her son played for the last under 17 national team. Joshua
Under
Grant.
20.
Under 17 first and then under 20.
20,
Right?
okay,
Under
right,
20,
right,
sorry,
right,
under
right,
20.
mhm. And he's at the Red Bulls. He's,
Yeah,
he's
you are the
currently
Red
at
Bulls. Red
Yeah,
Bulls.
yeah. Nice young man. When I spoke to one of the coaches that had the under 20 for Jamaica, he says he's got class. And I said he got it from his mom, Lady Denise Grant.
His mom and his grandma as well. So.
Oh yes, that grandma. Yeah, I
grandma
love that
always
grandma.
involved
Yeah,
in the football.
You know, I happened to have her visit a couple of youngsters that came from flankers while they were in Florida training with me, and she came over and spoke to them and encouraged them to do good. And those two youngsters went back to Jamaica and said to their parents, "We don't want to be back in Jamaica. Lady Denise Grant spoke to us. We don't want to stay here. So find me back in the United States."
Well
They're
done.
Here. They got scholarship. They're
Well
here.
done.
Yes.
Sometimes that's what it needs. Just a little motivation.
Yes, a little bit, and it goes a long way.
Yeah.
So you see the Issa team is now out of the locker room. A lot of them in their long sleeves and their gloves.
Yes.
For the cooler weather here in South Florida this week.
Understandably so. These guys are accustomed to playing in 80-degree weather.
If you take a slight glance over your shoulder to the right, you can see that Flexx banner. On a wave, that's the kind of wind that's passing through and have been passing through right throughout.
And you see the mayor now making sure that she doesn't get accused of being biased, so she's taking pictures with the Issa team as well.
Oh, them boys are so tall, towering over her. And do we have the starting 11 for the Jamaica team and the starting 11 for the Rush team?
Yeah, just got information from the Rush team, so we can go over the Issa starting lineup first. So in goal will be Omarion Brown, the custodian from St. Catherine High School. The back four will be Conroy Nicely from Glenmuir. Romaine Walters from St. Catherine are going to man the center back positions. Rasheem Green from Hydel is going to be the left back. And as we've seen in the first two games, coach Alex Xavier Gooden, the highly rated player from Stats, is the right back. And then we'll have in the holding midfield position, so 4-2-3-1 is what Issa is going with. Jason White from Glenmuir and Shadiko Wizard from Excelsior will be the players in the middle of the park, with Dylan John playing in the number 10 role. Now Shorter Gibbs from JC. I think, coach, you were impressed with when they played under 20.
Yes.
He's going to be on the left. He was the first goal scorer yesterday. Dewan Green from KC on the right. And the leading goal scorer from the DaCosta Cup is Orain Watson, a.k.a. Kirky, up front. What do you make of that lineup, coach and Ken?
Very, very, very good lineup. And I think the coaches have made right decisions at the moment because some of the youngsters played last night. You have to rest them. Because if you get to the finals, you're going to need some fresh legs. So,
Agreed.
pretty much well calculated by the coaching staff, the Jamaican coaching staff. I give kudos to them for that.
Strong lineup while managing the personnel. Yeah.
And what you'll find is I think they try to maintain some consistency, but also put some fresh legs in, like coach said. So here comes the players. So you can tell it's a bit cool. You see the subs putting on their fancy yellow and green Jamaica jackets just to make sure that they're warm on the bench.
Yes. And that's a wise thing to do. I don't know if you know, Kerry, but over here in Lauderdale, always have a cool presence. I don't know where it comes from, but it always comes up.
I think they say maybe the lake to your left, coach. I don't know if
Yes,
it's the lake
that
breeze.
lake, that lake, that
oh,
lake.
it seems to be a little 10 degrees colder in the park than it is like just on University Boulevard out here.
Yeah, that lake serves well right inside here. Can keep us really cool. Even when the summer is hot, you guarantee coming over here and it's cool.
And so you'll see that the Rush team is going with a slightly different tactical setup. 4-3-3 with one holder. So Chris will be in goal. Gio and Ryan at the center backs. As their right back, Zinedine McLean, who is the under-17 national team for Jamaica, left back. Pietro is going to be the holding midfielder. Flavio and Josue are playing in front of him. And then the front three are Raymond, Tamayo, and Lucas. So
It's
familiar 4-3-3 for Rush.
Yeah, and it's a lethal front line that they have. They know how the score goes. So once you slip, they're going to make you pay the price. So you got to be defending well. These guys will just sneak one in when you least expect them to.
Yeah, 7 goals so far, so they're used to scoring goals. 7 goals in their previous 2 games in the group.
As they go through this walkthrough here, team, I tend to like how the crowd has come out to support this game in particular. And I want all the viewers right across the world, tell a friend that it's good stuff coming up and they need to join us.
I agree. We can expect some really good football.
With good football, we get good officiating.
Absolutely.
Let's hope so.
Let's hope so.
The center ref, I know him very well, and he's a very good referee. So
I didn't hear anybody from St. George's College in the starting lineup. I guess they're resting the best.
Yeah.
Actually, do they have any
The
players
best
from
is
St. George's?
yes,
I have to check
come.
on that. Last year, of course, we had Brian Burkett.
Absolutely.
Was one of the main players.
Do they have any from George's this year?
I don't think so.
Please
off
check.
the top of my head. I can check.
That doesn't seem right. It's right in Mr. Lewis. I know that for a fact.
Slightly concerned.
So I'm looking at the list now. No, I don't see any St. George's players. So wearing your light blue out here was not.
I got to talk to Marcel.
That's not a good wardrobe choice.
And Mr. Bell.
Absolutely.
So that's the kickoff. So we're underway in the final group match between Issa and Rush Academy. Rush Academy, this particular one, because it's a franchise, so they have a lot of them all over. This particular one is from Port St. Lucie, a little north of us here in Florida.
That's a very intelligent football. Keeping possession. Number 5 has made himself available. Already dictating the tempo of the game.
Yeah, you'd hope they get off to maybe a quicker start than they did the first 2 games in the group. They eventually recovered, obviously, and won both games, but let's see how sharp they are in the first 5-10 minutes of the game against maybe a better opponent than they've seen so far. For sure, a better opponent, I think, than they've seen so far.
We talked about weight on the pass. You look at that pass that McLean just got on the line.
Mm-hmm. Said the weight. Is he ready? Which side of the man did you play it?
It's a beautiful ball.
Very good
Finding
football.
the winger number 25. Number 25 is Tamayo.
Kind of risky tackle there inside the box.
Had to be sure.
Yes, you had to
It
be sure.
had to be sure. And had to be technically correct.
So early attacking opportunity here for Rush. The first corner of the game.
And they're good at their set pieces? Yes, they are. So because they're good at their set pieces, you can almost call this a chance to score. So let's see how they deliver on this one.
It's good football.
Ooh. You can see Jamaica probably in man-to-man marking there as opposed to zonal. So essentially each man following their man. Watson dropping deep.
We are going to have an exciting game right here. It's building up to be that. And I like what I'm seeing so far. I've called it, and I don't think it's going to be anything less. It's going to be good football.
Rush so far is playing with poise and maturity, not being overcome by the moment at all.
No, they are the defending champions, so they have that on their sleeve right now, carrying that they're the defending champion, and because of that, they come out with confidence.
Very much so.
So they're slowly building through the back. You'll definitely notice throughout this game a contrast in styles, with Rush being very, very patient with building.
Nice switch.
And he found that switch again.
That switch has worked.
Let's see what Tamayo can do one-on-one here. And that goes wide of the far post. I think Gooden a little bit off balance there with the Tamayo dropping his shoulder. And so they've been able to get that out ball on the left-hand side twice in the first couple of minutes, Coach.
But Gooden has been caught.
I've seen it, and I've said it, that this Rush team is class.
It's now time for Gooden to make the adjustment. He just got caught 2 yards above where he should have been. So any pass over his head would have been a threat. Again, you have to be aware of where you are and where the player you're marking is. It happened twice, so now let's see if he's mature enough to make the adjustment.
Well, we shall see.
And I think it'll be interesting about the tactical adjustment you mentioned, Ken, because the first game we mentioned that he was coming forward quite a lot against Lions because Lions wasn't really offering much going the other way. So the second half of that game, he was combining a lot with Messi on the right-hand side, playing very high.
Yeah, so
this is a different type of game.
Different game.
Rush is going to provide a lot more competition in terms of attacking down that left-hand side. So Gooden is going to have to adjust.
Absolutely.
That was a nice combination played by Issa. Issa group out of Kingston, Jamaica, and in its environment, Portland,
very good skill. Good
Westmoreland, you name it.
Rush trying to build out, but won by the Jamaica team. This is Dylan John. And I think they called a foul. Yeah, they called a foul there on Gibbs.
And the crowd just voiced its displeasure.
Yes, they did.
See, Gooden is again out of position. Right?
Searching for their pass, making their pass complete. You can see that this Rush team is confident about going about doing their work. Let's see how well they possess this ball and see how the Jamaican defend it when they come, because they have to come for the attack to go to goal. They must come forward.
Rush is willing to keep the football and to be patient.
Patience is a great virtue.
I think you're going to see that all throughout the game, with Rush being very patient, trying to find those little spaces between the lines to see if they can break Jamaica down. And perhaps when Jamaica gets it, they'll probably be a little bit quicker in transitioning forward. So definitely going to be a contrast in styles here. Here, young McLean imploring his team to keep the ball because Jamaica is not pressing. So let's keep it and find those spaces once you advance a little bit further.
He's leading the team right now, and it's a sign of maturity, like you said. Yeah, this is what McLean is representing right now that you talked about, Coach Lewis. A sign of maturity in his game.
Absolutely.
And talking to his teammate with confidence.
And he's telling them to keep the ball, right?
Right. Possess the ball, possess the ball, possess the ball. They're not coming. They're not pressing. So let's possess it.
And as we tell young kids, if you possess the ball, the other team can't score.
If you have it, they don't have it.
They can't score.
Once you have it, they don't have it. Let's see how Jamaica handle their business of keeping possession of the ball.
I also like the fact that Rush is overloading on defense. I like not giving the midfield any time to settle. Turns, there's overloading on defense. 2 Jamaican player turns, faces into 2 Rush players. That's very good football. So they're disciplined offensively and they're disciplined defensively.
If the Jamaican can use that speed like we always have, you see in both style, the counter, then we should be in good business.
Absolutely. Look at the pass wide. Now McLean held the ball half a second too long.
Yeah, I think whether we see Jamaica use that speed is whether they can get up the pitch a little bit to use that space behind Rush
in the final third.
Because it's not going to be easy to use that space if you can't kind of, progress the ball through the middle of the field. You'll be kicking it long, which you don't necessarily want to do. So we'll see how that progresses as the game goes on.
And like we said, the first 15 minutes of the game is going to determine where the game goes. And so far, Rush seems to be pointed in that direction.
Yeah.
Keeper got a hand to it, strong hand. And that was enough to clear the danger. So 2 corner kicks for Rush so far. They've started on the front foot.
Good pass, bad first touch.
The first time I went and saw this young man played, Zinedine McLean, for real Mona, I was most impressed with him. And he continues to grow.
Real Mona, is Mr. Moses still at Real
Yeah,
Mona?
Mr. Peter Moses and Jordan Moses.
Jordan Moses.
Yeah.
Who also played for the University of Tampa.
Yes,
sir.
I
Thank
know,
you.
I know. And I had the privilege of coaching Jordan over there at GC Foster at one point. Jordan, Rick Smith, Dada, Daly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had the privilege of coaching those boys. Those
Kimar Daly.
Yeah.
Jordan.
Kimar Daly. Dada.
Jordan is a Spartan.
So again, a lot of room for the number 25, Tamayo, on the left, but it's broken up. This is Dylan John coming forward with the ball.
That's good football.
It's
using pace to get behind.
Onto the end of it. It's offside, though.
Oh.
This is what I talk about, Coach Lewis and Kerry. Know when to make the pass.
A little bit too delayed.
Yes. Is he ready? Right?
Is he ready?
Is he ready?
And did you pass the ball on the right side of
the right side of the man with the right pace?
These are stuff that you try to tell these youngsters and they don't believe, because when the international scouts or agent comes and take a look at you and they don't see that,
then no interest. Because you lack the fundamentals.
There's 100,000 of you out there.
Absolutely.
I want a special one.
I think that's what Jamaica is trying to get, right? We're talking about just advancing a little bit up the pitch and being able to use the speed. That through pass,
The idea was beautiful.
Idea was beautiful, yeah. Delayed a little bit, but that one-on-one with the wing back is what Jamaica
That's what we
wants
need
to get. Yep.
But at the same time, I'm Kerry, I want to see that pass that threaded on time so we can get a shot on goal. Because all the pretty plays you want to make, if you don't put the ball in the back of the net.
It's got to be accurate.
Okay.
So you see a little delay. Issa team is getting on board some fluids, and you can see the huddling together. Clean is in the center of the huddle.
As you look in the stands, team, we can see that
Confident
crowd has
leading his
grown.
team.
I don't
Yeah,
see
we have
that. I see it. I see that customer jerk, that jerk pan smoke going up behind there. So we're in good business.
Substantial number of people came out to support the game. That's a very good thing. Very good thing.
Actually got here a little late, and now you reminded me that I actually did not get porridge.
Whoa.
So I think I might be out of luck.
Do you have the porridge man number? You can give him a call.
Okay. I think I'm going to walk over there halftime actually to see if we can have.
He's a famous porridge man. He does a very good job. I think he's from Montego Bay area, but he does a very good job with his cooking. I like his porridge a lot.
It's getting colder, so I might have to have some porridge myself.
Yes, we have to have that warm porridge. No, Kerry. If you notice, Kerry, sitting here, I brought out a few pieces, a masterpiece. I don't think anybody will be able to get this again. This is the shirt by the Reggae Girls, 2019.
Oh, wow, collector's item.
Yes, and I asked for Mr. Usain Bolt to autograph it for me, and he did.
Oh, I did recognize. I was wondering.
Yeah.
The very last.
Congratulations, Coach Brown. That's
Yeah.
significant.
I really wanted this autograph, and I got it. I'm elated right now. I'm good. I'll be climbing the moon in a few minutes.
You have the signature of the girls and the king of sprinting himself.
Yes, yes. You can't ask for better than that.
That's a collector's piece. The one and only Mr. Bolt.
And also I have the jersey where the girls, when they broke the world record, and Mr. Bolt endorsed it.
Oh, you're a lucky man.
A very, very lucky man.
So here's Rush trying to build a
Nice switch of play. Good overlap.
You can see Rush not afraid to play that slightly longer ball, which may be a little bit of a surprise, but it's been effective so far. That one really wasn't, but
No.
the two switches to the other side were. So we'll see how Rush adjusts their.
Good ball,
Yeah.
good action. Physical if you have to get physical.
Yeah,
But
good couple of
clean
attacks.
with your physicality.
But using speed and skill in the final third. That's
That's
good
exactly
football.
what I said earlier.
Exactly.
If Jamaica can use the speed and skill like they have, ain't nobody faster than Usain Bolt and Shelley and Fraser.
Indeed.
Okay,
Indeed.
so we've got the speed. We can use the speed to our advantage.
Gibbs proving a handful on those last two attacks. I think this is Dylan John over the free kick. Left-footed.
Well done.
Oh, attacked it well. Couldn't quite get that connection on the rebound.
And the rush team's building out from the back again.
Patient.
Patiently building. Confidently building.
So I think it's these moments when the ball turns over and Jamaica gets possession. This will be key for them to
Yeah, and this is where
transition quickly.
Yes, once you have numbers, then you go for it.
That's Dylan John finding a ball on the right hand side. This is Gooden. Cross to trying to get it to Watson.
need a better cross, but good try.
Very, very
Well
good
read the
defensive
center.
work by that rush defense and preventing.
Long throw
Nice
by
long
Gooden.
throw into the box.
Dylan John is appealing. Nothing doing, says the ref. Can Jamaica win it there? No. Rush survives and plays out.
And
They
looks
find
for the
that
pass over the
again
top. I go over the
for
top.
Tamayo. Tamayo one-on-one with Conroy Nicely, who was covering. And Jamaica eventually gets it clear. But again, that ball is on for Tamayo.
Here we go with the speed down there. But it was cut off.
Coaches, I don't know if you agree with me, but I've just never liked the wing back standing square with the outside player. It's just always a recipe for disaster. Because a ball over the top or across the line and you're beaten.
Yeah, body positioning.
Your body positioning is wrong. Is wrong.
It's the ball trying to find Watson. Center back does his job. Back to the keeper.
And they go right back to patience. Ball play to feet, relax.
Much better you can see the player ahead of you rather than be square.
Yes, yes. What Mr. Gooden is not doing, Mr. Gooden is not looking over his shoulder. He's paying attention to the ball. He's not taking that glance over the shoulder.
Must see
You
on the
must
outside.
see. You must see.
So you'll see the center backs, Gio and Ryan, for the rush team, very comfortable on the ball, as is the goalkeeper, Chris.
Here it is, getting caught, see it?
You need to be to play that style. So Jamaica wins the ball in the middle again. Let's see what Jason White can do. Gets it wide to Gooden. Gooden trying to find that pass into the channel. And I think well marshaled by the center back, Ryan, for the rush team.
It's a very good game so far.
Very good.
Both coaches are being tactical in their endeavors, and I like what I'm getting from both teams. This is good football.
Very good football. I'd love to see number 5 from Jamaica assert himself a little bit more, put his imprint on the game in the middle of the field.
Yes, because he is the man that's in charge of what's going on.
Absolutely.
He dictates the pace.
Absolutely.
Of what goes on. He needs to take it and cool it off at times.
Yes.
Go wide right, go wide left, and the best pass at times is behind you.
Yes. Keeping the football, dictating the tempo. That's his job in the middle. See, like.
It was a mistake like that caused Jamaica a goal in the first game. Turnover on the left-hand side of defense. I think it got away with that one.
Well, like I said before, if the Jamaicans possess the ball like they can and should, then it's all good. But if they allow Rush to continue doing what they're doing, possessing the ball, making them easy plays, then they have something on their hand to deal with.
I think part of Rush strategy is to maybe draw the Jamaicans onto them so that they can play that ball over the top.
Over the top.
Yes, and they basically on this side here, the right side of Jamaica defense, they go catching Mr. Gooden out of position time and time again.
Absolutely.
And it's only a matter of time before something happens with that.
See, got to check over your shoulder. This is what I want to see from him. Being busier in the park, calling for the ball.
And when he gets it, the decision making.
And the proper decision making.
Nice getting upfield just now.
That is it. Press hard.
A real cat and mouse game with the press here, because Jamaica, I think, is trying to decide how aggressively to press.
Do we press? Do we want to surrender the box?
Yeah.
Yes.
And Rush certainly being patient with possession and maybe waiting for some spaces to arrive over the top. That's offside.
There you go.
Good idea.
Mr. John.
Yeah.
Good idea. But the bottom line is the
pass.
timing is off. We have to get it right.
And the runner also has to be disciplined.
Time your run.
Getting that eye contact and timing the run.
Yeah, especially when you're playing on the wing and you can see across the whole back line. It shouldn't really be
There's no need.
Offside.
Time your run, be patient.
As you can see, very interesting that Rush is not one-dimensional, because you can see Rush trying to find those spaces behind the wing-backs. They're not just playing tiki-taka. Their coach is a former Ghanaian international,
And interestingly enough, they were looking for searching balls to the left side. Now they're pressing down the middle and to the right side.
Yep.
What it is if it doesn't work this side, let's go on
Let's
the
try the
other
other
side.
side.
And that's good coaching.
Yeah. Very good coaching, being aware of what's out there. See the overload on the left side?
That's exactly what we're talking about.
That's what I'm talking about.
I happened to visit Rush Academy and was inside with Mr. Tom Duncan. At the time, I was trying to get Zinedine McLean to be a part of what they're doing. And when he showed you how they operate, how they function, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's well-oiled. Well-oiled machine. It's very disciplined football.
It's another probably needless giveaway there in the middle of the park.
Interestingly, though, I think the Jamaican team is retreating too deep. They need to secure the middle third of the pitch. Play in the middle third.
Yes, Coach Lewis, but if the opponent ain't allowing you that, you got to find other ways and means.
Yeah, they're surrendering too much of the middle third and playing from way too deep. If you're playing more in the middle third, then you can look for the searching diagonal runs where you can use the speed and the skill in the final third of the game.
But do we have the caliber player to do that?
We should. We should. I think we do.
Well,
But we just need to make an adjustment. We're playing too far back in our first third and having to wait until till we look for a long ball over the top. But we need to also secure the middle third of the field, and Rush has so far complete control of the middle third of the field. And this is why I want to see number 5 exert himself, keep possession of the football. When you're in the top of the middle third, then you can look to spread the ball to the wings with the speed that you have. But we're surrendering too much.
And that was a shot on goal from Rush. Went high.
Young man Josue with the shot.
You like and look at the nice high line that Rush is using. See where they are?
Yeah.
Pushing you into the middle third of the field.
That's where their strength is.
I think it's just whether the Issa team can get past that first line of press, because that high line allows Rush to play compact, like you said, but it's also dangerous, I suppose, if Jamaica can actually advance the ball. I've really seen that much of that, which we hope to see as the game goes on.
This is Dylan John.
See, now you have to wait for support. That's what I mean, Coach Bomba, by not being compact. Now it's 1 versus 5. You have to wait for support, wait for the trailers to arrive, because everybody's coming from the middle third of the field.
The skill of the Rush players is on display.
Yeah, and sometimes even just simplicity, like the simplicity of their passing and moving. It's quite nice to see.
That's what Coach Lewis said earlier. To play the game simple is very, very difficult for some people.
Yes.
I think Johan Cruyff is the one that said it's most difficult thing is to play simple.
Simple football, yes.
So, yes.
Playing football is simple, but playing simple football is hard.
Hard.
You see where Dylan John picked up that ball all the way on the flank, trying to make a switch to Gibbs. And I think continue the theme, coach, from last 2 games, Dylan John playing in the number 10 role. That's probably the most familiar role for him.
But at times I see him all wide right or wide left. I think he has the ability to roam all over.
That one is won back by Whites. Plays it back to Romain Walters, player from St. Catherine High School. Jamaica trying to build, but they go longer this time. Direct route to Watson. Couldn't keep possession.
Based on the performance last night, I thought the Jamaican team would have come out more assertive than they come out today, Nigel.
part of it is the tactical battle, right?
Yeah.
Because you can see that Jamaica is not pressing super high. You see the goalkeeper with the ball and Watson just trying to shepherd him one way. So it's not really a high press. So I think that leads to probably a slower game, which is more to the benefit of Rush. Because I don't think Rush necessarily wants to play a up and down
Up-tempo game.
against the Jamaicans.
They Rush know that's going. They have Dean McLean there, so they know how it is to go up against a Jamaican who is running.
McLean tried to go inside, but nobody available. So this is Dylan John again, deep and wide, dribbling through.
This is again.
He actually pulled 4
overloading,
players
right?
there.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then played it. So let's see. I think Jamaica didn't quite take advantage of that attack where John had drawn a couple players to him. So there must have been space elsewhere on the field.
So
I think the center back will shepherd this one out for a goal kick.
So Issa has lost its tactical shape a little bit
Yes.
and not certain of what they want to do actually coming forward.
When, where, and how.
Yeah.
That's very, very important.
A lot of short passes there from Rush trying to find a way past Gooden. So again, that's Kirky, Orion Watson, dropping deep and being a target man, trying to hold up the ball so they can get the rest of his teammates up the pitch. That's Gooden with a switch to Dylan John.
So this is now where
This is where John is most dangerous on the outside.
This is here.
Here's the cross, but wayward.
I think that was more of a shot, coach. Trying to beat him near post, which is
Had it happened, it would have been miraculous.
not beating him near post there.
I'd have to be like Salah goal this morning from that angle.
The keeper for Rush is competent. Very, very good goalkeeping.
Yeah.
Modern as well. Very
Yes.
comfortable with the feet.
Yes, yes.
Playing out. Providing another option in case
No, this is
Rush
better
can't go
press from
forward.
Issa. And this is better press from Issa, keeping them in the. That's what I mean by playing in the middle third.
Yes.
Not making them comfortable in the middle third of the field. Better.
I think somebody heard you from.
I hope
and
somebody
passed on
heard
the
me from
message.
me and passed the text message on.
Yes, coach.
I definitely like it more when they're higher up the pitch there.
There it is. No,
But
you
when
have
we
a
give up,
speed
when we
advantage.
go up the field like that, are we prepared for the counter attack?
yeah.
That's always the danger.
So, but here now, you force the other team to make decisions, not to be comfortable in their defensive third, and to put them on the back foot. Now, see, I'm a little bit disappointed, right? We have a throw and only one target in the box. That's disappointing.
So we turn over the ball.
So here you go.
So again, you see the familiar pattern. Rush playing out the back. Patient trying to get it forward.
Look
Jamaica
at the
wins
difference
it.
when you press in the middle third. You see the difference? Now Rush is forced to play, and you keep possession of the football.
White is clattered, but the
It's
ref
like
says play
that.
on. And this is going to be
That
Dylan John.
is what I
That
meant,
is
bro.
exactly what
That
we've been
is what
talking
I
about.
meant.
Oh, it's offside.
He's offside.
That is what I meant.
He's offside.
Offside, says the
He's
line.
offside.
The assistant
Offside.
referee.
Line says they say
But
he's
you
offside.
see what happens when you're playing in the middle third? You're forcing the other team. And now at the top of your middle third, you can look for the diagonal passes and the through passes from midfielders.
Yes.
I
Couple
love
of
it.
the Issa players in
That
respectful disagreement with the assistant ref. But she's the one that's in line.
I guess he was in the offside position before the ball was played to him.
Yeah, you have to trust that the assistant ref made the decision that she
The,
thought best.
the partisan Jamaican crowd is not pleased with the call.
Yes,
gonna be
and,
pleased
we
anyway.
and we can
Very
understand
biased crowd,
you're in Lauderhill.
You're in Lauder
You're
Hill.
in Jamaica Hill.
Not pleased with the call.
Well, you see
There
Dylan
we
John
go.
now really pulling the strings.
There we go.
This is Gibbs.
Touch. Let the ball work.
Oh,
You
couldn't
see?
quite find that
Wrong choice.
next pass.
You had the pass behind you. Right? It's okay to keep possession. Don't have to rush. Now force them back
So
in the middle
another
third.
good win. Another good win.
There you go. Oh.
Getting a bit testy now with the tackles flying in.
And we gotta be careful with those.
Don't lose your head.
Yeah, losing your head, you're gonna get that card, and it's gonna
Two rush
take time
players
off
down.
you. See McLean trying to appeal to the referee.
Mm-hmm. Good lawyering from McLean.
And that's only good tactics. If I have a yellow card, I want somebody else to get it too. So
Good
even
lawyering
us
from
out.
McLean. Let's even it out.
That's the Jamaican way.
Let's even it out, referee. I'm on a yellow. Shouldn't that be a
You
yellow
know,
too? I like that.
Mr. Lewis and Mr. James, when I first saw this kid play up in Mona, in the training session, I was like, wow. But what impressed me more was when I saw him play the game for Mona as a 15-year-old against the grown men. And he was very, very outstanding. And if you look at him here, in his age group, he's dominating this age group. And I think he's younger than most of them out there.
Well, truth be told, he's playing with such composure and
I
such
thi-
confidence.
I
He
think,
believes.
I think Damian Lowe is in trouble.
He actually believes he's at a higher level, and you can see it in his confidence.
It's interesting you mentioned Damian Lowe. I think McLean will tell you that he can play center back as well as left
Oh yeah,
back.
oh yeah, yes.
So
Yeah. Left side of center back, he's also sweet at that. And that's special because he's a lefty, 6 foot tall, plays center back.
Center back play
Oh
left
yeah,
back.
the world is gonna be looking out for him.
You know who else played center back and left back? Maldini.
Paulo.
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 Intelligent footballer. And physical. Let's not leave out the physical.
So this is Watson. That touched a little bit heavy and he couldn't quite keep it in. McLean is down.
Hopefully he's okay.
McLean is rightfully buying some time.
Last time we'd have seen McLean internationally would be the under 15 national team when they played the CONCACAF tournament. The best performance ever for under 15 team in those tournaments. We got to the semi-final, losing out to Mexico.
Yeah, I was asking him about it, and he says it was good. He liked it, so he has to grow. They having the Jamaican confrontation right here.
McLean has some unkind words for Wizard. I think maybe that's where the injury came. I didn't really see it. May have been off the ball.
He got stepped on.
So we definitely have some Shadiko Wizard fans out here. Excelsior star player.
Yeah. This guy over here in that Jamaican outfit, he's an Excelsior old boy. Here he cheering on his player.
I think the Jamaican coaching staff may be a little bit more happy with the
playing without shin
second
pads,
part of the first half.
Not a good thing. Surprised the referee didn't.
He has them on.
He has them on?
Yeah.
It's probably one of those baby shin guards.
Yeah, yeah.
For 2-year-olds.
So I'll let you in on a little secret. In college, because I hated shin pads so much, when the referee came in the locker room to do the check, I had folded newspaper in my socks.
Like a Jamaican trick.
Jamaican shin
Trick,
guard.
yes, we had newspaper folded like 5 times to make it hard into a shin pad, but light.
Yeah. But no, these shin pads are like super light.
Super light, absolutely.
So I guess they wouldn't approve of my old shin guards that went all around
All the
the
way
ankle and looked more like a cricket
Wicket,
pad than
wicket
a
keeper.
shin guard.
Turn.
No, Jamaica has
Here we
grown
go.
in confidence.
There you go.
I think you're seeing more attacks here from the Issa team.
Yes.
Switch over to Gibbs. Can Gibbs find Kirky?
That's
Is he
offside.
on?
Time.
Off.
Offside. You have to time that.
So I think
I saw that
yes.
too far
I think
away.
so.
Come on.
We have had 5, 6 offsides for the Jamaica team.
But here, coach, the defender is ahead of him already, so there's no need to
This is
go.
why the person with the ball
Time.
must handle the ball
Yeah.
and make the right decisions. 5, 6 offsides, you're turning over the ball to the rush.
Those runs too straight.
Yeah.
Some diagonal, more diagonal
Especially when
runs.
the defender's already ahead of you. There's no need. You can see it all.
And once you see it, you just keep possession of the ball.
Ball.
Keep the ball, don't lose it.
So the Issa team has a throw-in deep in their defensive territory. This is Rashim Green, player from
And
Hydel.
I know this is where concentration is important, huh? Before the half ends. This is where mistakes happen. People get a little comfortable.
Yes, they do. And lapse in concentration can get
Yes.
you at any point.
So McLean is back. First
Yes,
name Zinodine. So was he named after? Well, that's supposed
One
to
of the
be
best midfielders of all time.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
so. Zinedine Zidane.
One of the most elegant players of all time.
Graceful. He was.
The man who didn't run, he glided.
So John involved in everything good going
There we
forward for
go.
Jamaica. Cross that almost found Watson. So I think you can maybe just sense Jamaica getting close to a
Pressing,
goal.
right? A little bit more confident. Can we see, coaches where we're playing?
Yes.
In the middle and attacking third? Makes a difference.
But it is that they brought up the line. And Russia is not seeing that the line have been brought up.
If they're going to play with that very high line and do play in the middle third,
This is Dylan John again. Half cleared by Gio. This is Gibbs.
you got to turn inside, young man. You're never going to get that call.
Oh, that was well won.
Well done.
Beautiful.
Well done.
And the best pass you can
Kept his eye on the
always
player.
ask what's behind you.
Well done.
That was Juwan Green from Kingston College. This is John. Again playing forward.
Look for the
Into Watson. Can Watson turn and kick? Oh, spilled by the goalkeeper. But he gets back onto it. So Jamaica team looking much more dangerous in the second part of this first half.
Yes, they changed up a lot of things and moved players around, and thus you get what you're looking for.
Yeah. More positive football.
That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I think goalkeeper Chris will be happy to go down and just take the sting out of the rest of the first half.
Yes.
Jamaica a bit on top in this period of the game.
Hey,
Very
I would
good.
do that too.
Very good time
I'm being
management.
bombarded. The Jamaicans are coming.
Very good time management. There you go.
Or am I being unfair and he's actually hurt because he's calling for the he's
Very
calling for
good.
the physio.
Excellent time management. I have 30 seconds left in the game. I'll call for the physio.
Yeah, so I think the ref decides to take that option to just call halftime there.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that the keeper probably can get a longer. It was almost, I think we were at the time anyway.
If you take a look at the replay, you'll see that the Issa player got more of the ball than he actually got the keeper. Right?
That's just time management.
Good time management.
So we are at the half time
He's asking for a
break,
song.
and we're gonna take a commercial break, and then we'll be right back.
We're back.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Yep. No, we send Valve go do a job and Valve. All right. We're TC.
Yeah, but when I say I want to be like you, but yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait to do young boy.
So, what am I do?
I top notch, I'm virgin, you want to come here, you want to stay. Yeah, come to bar again. Plus, alright, if you want, go play 5 minutes. When you lead that on
The
cheap
man who
phone,
can find
just
every
slow.
plane in the world.
Yeah?
All them people doing a field phone.
Check the player.
I'm going to say, you just go to your phone and play as young.
Don't every day, though, alright? Settings. So, we are going.
Yeah.
Wherever
Must have work.
last time we talked to
Okay. How old is the kid now? No, you kid, oh no. 11.
So,
Alright. You have kids, you know? I know that.
we are coach.
All right. All right.
Huh? Let's say you want to
Get, give me a second. I'm going to go interview.
Somebody that maps. You are.
Dennis. Hold the take care.
How are you doing?
Right here.
Good, good.
Back the start, back the start.
Yay! Okay, fantastic.
We're good.
Is the light too bright?
No, I'm good. How long is the interview? A few minutes. Okay, good. Hi.
And welcome back to the 2025 Casa Youth Classic at our our featured game. And I have here with me at the halftime the extinguished Miss Denise Grant, our elected mayor of
You're too
Lauderhill.
kind. Hello, how
How
are
are you?
you? Doing
Uh,
very well, thank you. How are
Well,
you doing?
oh, it's my pleasure sitting here with you
Is it
tonight.
cold enough for you in lovely, sunny South Florida?
I tell you, I feel like I was back in New York.
Me too. Yeah, absolutely.
But I tell you, you're now the elected mayor of Lauderhill,
Yes.
and we have this, I would say, fantastic classic that goes on year to year, and I know that you have been a big part of it. What's your take on it?
I am so proud. Every year I come and it just gets better and better and better. And Casa has been doing a fantastic job. They find the best talent.
I know they do. Yes.
And these
Yes.
kids are eager to play, and they understand as well it's not just about playing on the field, but there's opportunities for scholarships.
A lot
as
of opportunities.
well.
Yes.
And so we are just very proud to host this in the city of Lauderhill. Yeah.
Well, I hope that now you're on the higher echelon. You will do your best to
So
keep
them
this
say.
going. You will do your very best to keep this going.
Absolutely.
You know, and I know you have a particular good feeling for this because you are part of the soccer fraternity. Why is
Yes,
that?
I'm a soccer mom, and I've been a soccer mom for many years. My son Joshua actually was a Lauderhill Lions.
Yes.
So he played in the city of Lauderhill. He started out here.
Right.
At the age of 7. He's
Just like-
17 now,
just
so
like
it's
my
been
son.
10 years. Really?
Yes.
Oh, amazing. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Okay.
And so was Coach Keith his coach as well?
Coach Larkey was his coach
Coach
initially.
Larkey,
When he was
absolutely.
9.
Yes.
He has just graduated from university,
Oh,
full scholarship.
fantastic.
Move on doing his masters.
Oh,
So-
you must be very proud.
Oh, I'm very proud.
And that's what we're talking about. Yes, cultivating a space in the city where these kids can succeed, and that's very important. So, as mentioned, Joshua played, and now he's playing for the Red Bulls.
Yeah,
So he's playing
beautiful.
in New York for the Red Bulls, and he is the national team in Jamaica's goalie for U20.
And I tell
so
you, we
I'm
take our hat
very
off to him.
dear. Soccer, football is very dear to me.
You know, and as local coaches and fans, we've been following him. So,
Oh, thank you.
Oh, yes, definitely,
Thank
definitely.
you.
know, and we only wish the best for him.
Thank you.
Just like, again, my oldest son went through this, played through
Yes.
Casa. He
Yes.
just retired in Austria, and now he's a coach in Austria.
That is incredible.
Right, and he came right through here.
What a fantastic story.
I tell you, and that's why I tell the young players that there's so much opportunity, especially in this tournament here
Absolutely.
for them. And we just wish to
For them to
continue
be
carry it
seen.
going.
And we as parents or just spectators or just community leaders, myself and you,
Yes.
our job really is to support these kids
And we will.
and do whatever is necessary, monetary and otherwise.
Exactly. Once again, Mrs. Mayor, I want to thank you,
Thank you.
for visiting us here on Flexx TV.
Oh, it is
This-
such an honor.
this-
Thank you for the work that you guys do. You're
Hey, it's a
always
pleasure
here.
for us.
Flexx TV is everywhere. and I must tell you, I saw a young lady out there and she was streaming. I'm like, that has to be Flexx TV. I'm not sure if it was, but I was looking for you guys.
Well,
and so it is such an honor
and
to
we
be
appreciate
interviewed
that.
by you.
We appreciate
Yes.
that. And once again, we have our esteemed mayor of Lauderhill, newly elected, Ms. Denise Grant. And for all your viewers out there, I just want to thank her especially. And I'm very proud, and we, the community, are very proud of you.
Thank you.
Thank
very
you
much.
again.
Thank you. And big up to Christiana. And you know that's in Manchester, right?
Oh, by the way.
That's where I'm from.
By the way,
Yeah.
Manchester High.
No way.
Yes way.
No way.
Yes way.
The best parish.
Oh.
Right? Yes, of course.
Tell them again. The best parish.
The best parish. So you're used to the cold.
Yes, I
Okay, thank you
All right.
so much for having me.
You're welcome. And we're going to take another break, and when we come back, we bring you the second half of our featured game.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Anytime.
Mrs. Mayor,
my friend.
I don't think I've seen you since you won.
Oh, I know. I met his dad.
Oh, yes, he told me.
Absolutely. You are everywhere. He's everywhere too. Everywhere. I see you all over the place.
Yeah,
Yes,
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 yes.
yes.
Good to see you.
Good to see you as always.
Yes. Oh, and the picture that the gentleman took a little different. The gentleman that was here? Is that your friend? Everybody knows him. No way. You have to send it to me. So I can post it.
And welcome back to the second half.
I'll give my number. Don't make me laugh. So where's your next stop? Oh my God. Tomorrow. Yes. He's always traveling. So I give it to him. So you like the cream? The cream one? But you always eat it. Used to it. Custom. Custom. It's 913 504.
So we had the start to the second half of our game. Jamaica and the Rush team currently tied 0-0. Don't detect any changes so far.
And Kara seems to have lost your co-host.
They abandoned us to go and get food, sounds like. So Jamaica has a free kick here towards the right touchline. See what they can make of this.
Well, the first half was a really feeling out period for both teams. A yellow card issued to.
25, I think that's Tamayo.
Yes, that's Mr. Tamayo.
So dangerous on the left. I think he gets a yellow card for distance. As far back as he needed to be. So the referee told him to keep pace. So here comes the kick. That's a waste because it's directly to the goalkeeper. So here, Rush trying to build out. Jamaica presses. Using them behind. But they bypass that first press and now in midfield. So this is McLean. That ball drifted out the play. So Jamaica will try to play it out. Maybe going long with this one. Let's see. Long ball aimed for Watson. Wasn't on the end of it. Oh, a mix up there between the goalkeeper and the center back.
Yes, I think the keeper came out too close to the defender.
Yeah, and then the defender decided to head it back.
Exactly.
So that ball was fumbled, but recovered. No harm, no foul. This is McLean trying to find that same pass again, but just not quite on the same wavelength with the winger.
Went and had a quick snack, so I could be back.
Welcome back.
Thank you. The same tempo that we left is the same tempo that we come back to, right?
I think so. Jamaica kind of more on the front foot as opposed to how it was in the first 15 minutes of the game when Rush was sort of managing the game a little bit better. So you see Jamaica with more of the attacks here and Rush trying to contain. Ooh! Almost a goal there. Couldn't quite get the connection.
I think somebody have texted the coaches and tell them what we've been saying here live, because we've seen it.
We see it.
Yes, and we called it, and I've seen the adjustment.
I see the adjustment.
Somebody is out there telling the coach that, hey, these guys are giving you some advice, so take it.
So the coach of the Rush team gesticulating wildly. I don't think he's particularly happy with the start to the second half. Trying to make sure his team is organized and don't give up spaces when Jamaica attacks. That's going to be difficult for them in the second half.
But notice Jamaica is pressing much more, Coach James.
Yeah, so similar to the end of the second half.
Exactly.
First half, yep. I think it's suiting them well.
Very well.
This is John. He's trying to get the return. Well marshaled by Gio.
Much better. Much better from Issa.
This is what we expect from the Jamaica team.
Much better. Now you're keeping Rush in their defensive and the bottom of their middle third.
And Rush is a very good team, and for Jamaica to implement this on them right now, it's working.
Much better football.
Way much better.
Looking for searching passes.
Trying to find that long pass.
If the game remains the same right now.
Oh, this will be a goal immediately.
The ball for Kirky offside.
Yeah.
So for the second time in the game, the ball is in the net, but the game still says 0-0. So that little pass into
that is Jamaica's 7th or 8th offsides.
Yeah. So now we have to pay close attention to when we're making the run.
If the team is playing the offside trap or carrying the line high, the attacking midfielder should be the one that destroys that moment.
Run through. From
Dribble
deeper.
through. Dribble through.
So I think this is the pattern you're going to see. Different from the start of the game. I think you'll see Jamaica more aggressive without the ball.
Yeah.
And so trying to disrupt the comfort with which
Exactly.
Rush passes around. And then what Jamaica will have to do is make sure they don't leave space behind them that can be exploited or exploited too easily. So I think that'll be the pattern that you'll see.
If you notice, Rush is basically going back to what they started in the first half. Find the space, find the seam, keeping their composure, and just playing clinically.
This was a little bit too aggressive by Dylan John.
Could have been a yellow too.
Yes, it's shaped that way. It's shaped that way, but it just never happened. So he lives to fight another day, Mr.
Yeah,
John.
could have been a yellow.
They play short. So you definitely see Rush always trying to play to their strength. They didn't put the ball into the box, maybe against the bigger Jamaican defenders.
Short, keep it. Keep possession.
The referee trying to keep a lid on this game, trying to manage the personalities here.
Coaches, what I would love to see with number 9 from Jamaica is better connections with the midfielders. Better connections, having some give and goes, creating more angles for them to give you. You've been caught offsides at least 3 times.
What I've noticed with him, when he plays the other teams that are not up to the standard as this, he looks like a king. No, this is a test. So show me that you're the king.
Yeah, I think there needs to be more combination play with the midfielders. More overloading, creating some 2v1s and 3v1s in attacking situation. Not just leaving him isolated. And then he needs to pay attention to where he is before he makes that run.
His field awareness is not great.
Well,
that much I can say, because to be outside 3-4 times in a game,
but if they
tells me a thing or two.
Yeah, if they could get some good 2v1s and get him in behind the defender. Because now look at how far you see him drifting to get involved in the game. Cannot let him go on the inside.
There, but intercepted by to the Issa team. This is Dylan John.
That's what I mean.
Nice 1-2 there.
Looking for
And
plays
now
like
we
that.
find a pass
That's what I'm
into
looking
Kirky.
for. Get your body across.
I think a little bit too anxious there.
A little too anxious. But that's the kind of combination play I'm asking for, coach. Some
Well,
2v1s to get him in behind the last man.
And when you get the ball in the position where you go into the 18-yard box, keep your composure.
Yeah.
Keep your composure.
That was a nice combination between Wizard and Dylan John.
Exactly.
There. Some more of that would be
more of that.
Good to see from the Issa point of view.
You could have taken a touch across the defender. Just got a little anxious.
Yes, I may think he get a little bit excited that he wants to get this job done.
No striker who hasn't scored is, he's eager to get on the scoreboard. There we go. That's the combination play I'm looking for. The top of the third. This would lead to a goal. That will lead to a goal.
Oh, that was a good shot. Was a good shot by Dylan John.
More.
Here's Jason White.
Now come back and start again.
Recycle.
And keep possession and start again. No need. See, that's when you're being careless. No need.
Well marshaled.
Very well done.
Really well done by the defender, and now he's fouled.
Very well done.
I said it before in the broadcast that this young man, Zidane McLean, has grown from strength to strength. And I think in a couple of years, he's going to be one to reckon with, a national senior team. Being groomed to assume the responsibility on that center back position or
left back
position.
See,
currently part of the under 17 national team, so he's graduated, I guess, from under 15 to under 17.
Which is good, and want to see U20s.
Again, giving him too much space outside you.
This is Wizard trying to close the space. Rush trying to find some angles to play through.
That's it. No.
Physicality in midfield.
This is what we want. We want them to turn over the ball so the Jamaicans can have it and get a fair chance of playing. But as soon as they get it, they turn it over.
Yeah, they're going away from what they started in the first 5 minutes, which is keeping possession of the football and creating numbers.
And that's look like it's going to be a throw-in to Rush.
Coach Vassal Reynolds giving some advice to his defenders in this case. This is going to be McLean to throw it in for RPS Rush.
See how quick the Rush team gets to the ball. Now Jamaica in open space.
Look.
Again, I think that was a poor pass.
Poor pass.
Yeah, I think if Jamaica can just get some more quality on the ball, because I think they're territorially, they're getting up the field much better.
They're pressing more in the
now.
middle third, but Coach James will need more link-up play at the top of the middle third.
Like I said before, once we get that, we're in good shape.
Yeah, you need good movement off the ball and good technique in the passing to get that done.
Yes.
Both of those things. So if either of those things don't work,
creating 3v1s. Yeah, moving off the ball.
It is a good game, one that we built to be a good game.
See Issa working the ball around, but decided to go long. That's the giveaway. Totally unnecessary foul there. Player going towards the sideline.
He's going away from you, so there's no need to foul. Just stand,
Very
stand your
smart
ground.
to earn the foul.
Yes, very, very, very smart.
I think he was waiting on that contact. Just put
Oh
his
yeah,
body.
He needed that contact.
Yeah.
Player coming, Richie Ashman, for those of you that watch the. But he has already in the tournament. He has 2 goals in the tournament so far.
Well, he has a bright future in football, positionless football.
And so one interesting feature of this game is that even though it's 0-0 and the Rush team is probably the more patient team, they're also the team that needs a goal.
Yes,
because if
they
the game
do need
ends
that goal.
0-0, Jamaica will actually advance to the final. Ooh, the referee controversially stopping the game. I think the goalkeeper came to claim when somersaulting over lost the ball. And let's see the replay here. Was there contact? I think by his own player.
Yes.
So I'm wondering if the ref stopped the game because he thought it was a head injury. So you can see he clipped the shoulder of the Jamaica center back. That was Conroy Nicely that bumped into him.
I think the referee was more concerned with age and concussion protocol than.
Could well be. And maybe just avoiding the controversy of it leading to a goal. So maybe just taking the common sense
Coach
approach.
James, I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Common sense is a good thing.
I was trying to give him the nicer version, Coach James.
That one would have walked straight into the back of the net for Rush. But the referee.
And you can see Ashman asking the referee, why did you stop the game?
Yes.
But I think that's a judgment call that you have to make as a referee. I don't think you can fault the referee for that particular judgment.
In some ways, because he's right there next to the play. And he should see that the keeper got hurt from his own teammate.
So didn't appear that he felt that awkwardly. To me, he just seemed to have lost the ball when he went to the ground. And so obviously he's going to take some time. But
him.
yeah, so
good officiating.
I don't know if you would make a bet on whether he was actually injured there, but play goes on.
A very close game. The Jamaican team don't need anything right now more than just to play for that pain draw. And then they will be off to the finals.
This is what I want from him.
As
This
Green, Whites can't quite get that pass.
The final pass is not.
Who goes around the defender like he wasn't there. Ball comes all the way across. Dylan John is going to have to chase to stop the Rush player advancing. Ooh, I think you could hear that one. Oh, and he's in bad shape. So off camera, but player is down and in some distress here. it would be good for the physios to get involved here.
Good hard tackle. You just hope the young man is okay.
He seems to be getting up on his own.
Yes, he seems to be getting to his feet. That's Isaiah. So Isaiah, thankfully, is back up to his feet now. And he seems to be okay enough to continue.
And he's going to take that kick. Or throw in.
See if the center back can shepherd this out. So that's the player Isaiah that was down, number 42. Saw the player go clattering into his back. So that's going to be a dangerous free kick, but he decided to go square.
The referee called it right back because he never blew his whistle to start.
So you can see that Russia doesn't normally play these free kicks just directly into the box. A lot of the times they'll try to find an advantage somewhere else on the field and play possession. But maybe that was because they were trying to play fast. So let's see if they actually put this one into the box.
They don't have numbers in the box. I don't think they'll be going in the box.
Yeah, I think he'll go to the back post because the kid is signaling for the ball to be played to the back post. Tried to curl it over to the left. There it is.
Too much.
Just a little bit too much. I
Yeah.
saw the hand signal there.
Yeah.
Asking for it to the back post.
Clean trying to get on the end of that one to try to maybe head it back across the goal.
Not executed well, but good idea.
Jamaica has 70 minutes to walk themselves into the finals.
You can see that Dylan John is now like posted out here on the left side, closest to our camera. So he's playing more on the flank, I think, than playing as a number 10. See him come out again and try to create space. Play to the right-hand side instead. That was a good combination there. Let's see if the player can get the ball across. Kind of a weak cross.
Just cleared by the defense, and Jamaica gets another throw in. We tend to look at football from a perspective that, you know, how best can we serve the moment on the pitch. Right now, I think the Jamaican team is doing that very, very good by just making it easy on themselves. They're only 15 minutes, finished 15 minutes away from the finals.
I'd never play for a draw, coach.
No, you should not. But in the situation that you're in right now, you only need a draw.
Yeah, and I guess it's a question of whether they're actually playing for a draw because they are attacking. I think it's just that final ball not quite being right. So I'm sure the coaches would feel much more comfortable if they could get a goal.
Yeah, I don't
be
think
up
they're playing
1-0.
for a draw at all. And I don't want them to change that mindset with the last 10 minutes of the game.
You can see the captain telling the players, do not rush for the ball.
Yeah, a little bit of gamesmanship.
That's exactly what that is.
Excellent time management.
That's what that is needed. We're only 15 minutes into the finals. So let's just cruise along.
I think you see two Issa players preparing to come on as substitutes.
So too you can see the Rush player and making substitution for Rush.
Nice flick on.
So they're trying to find another attack here, but again, can't quite find that combination. Dylan John runs in, but number 42 for the rush team, Isaiah, does well to evade him.
Seems like Rush, finds another gear. I may be wrong.
At some point, they're going to have to score, coach. So I think we'll just see how aggressive they are in changing their patient passing football, because they will need a goal, and the coach will know that. Looking forward, of course, tomorrow for the third and fourth place game, which will be at 3 p.m. and the championship. So one of these two teams will be playing in the championship against Plantation
One of these
Rush.
teams will be playing in the third and fourth, right?
Yeah. So it could be Rush. It could be Plantation Rush and RPS Rush in the final. Most people that are watching this will hope that's not the case. They'll be cheering on the Issa team. The shout of the referee trying to get a call there, but there was no foul. There was
absolutely
Wizard
no foul
from
right there.
Excelsior.
The captain is doing a good job, John. I tend to like he's involved in almost everything that happens on the field, and I've spoken to him and I said, your bar is high, so I'm expecting you to climb that high bar at all times.
Definitely all action, Dylan John, like you said, involved, whether he's playing behind the striker or he's playing out here on the left, involved in a lot of the Issa attacks. Attack breaks down, and here comes Rush. It's dangerous ball down the line here. Can he get it across? Evades two players, and that was
that was an opportunity. That was a big opportunity.
Big opportunity for them to go one up. And like I said, they found themselves a new
all the
gear.
way across.
They found a new gear.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Flavio that missed. So here are the subs. Let's see who these two players are going to be replacing.
Number 16, Wizard.
16, 14.
And Gibbs.
And Gibbs. So here is Jamaica in the middle. Ball's played out onto the left.
Much better patience.
Number 20 is Damaine Smith, the Kingston College player, dubbed Messi, one of the Messis on the team.
Yeah, there's two Messis, huh? You have a senior Messi and a junior Messi.
So Rush wins back possession, trying to attack on this right side. Damaine Smith closes. Dylan John tries to win it, but there was a foul called. Dylan John tripped the player.
Dylan John is doing everything to make sure he gets to the finals. So if he has to stop the attack, he's going to stop that attack. And I like that.
I agree.
Yep.
So you can hear the coach is imploring the Issa players to step up and challenge the ball once it gets into midfield. Turn. Is it a handball? The ref is giving a penalty here. Oh, and he says it's on the edge of the box. So the controversy is
Very dangerous
first of
position.
all.
Where
was it?
let's see what it goes on in the
VAR.
The
replay.
assistant referee is calling them over to give her opinion.
Let's see
Let's
what
see
goes
how
on.
close it is.
It's inside the box.
So it's inside the box.
It's inside the box.
Let's see. Was his hand in an unnatural position? Let's have a closer look.
Take this photo from me.
First touch.
Yes.
So it was kicked from close, but his hand was out. So you could see why the referee perhaps gave
Outside of the box.
infringement there.
Exactly.
But he's saying it's outside the box. And based on the first look at the replay, coach,
Still a very dangerous
that appeared it
position
was
to
inside
be
the
in.
box.
It does look like it's inside the box. We got
Let's
to
have
take
a
a
look.
Let's
slow.
look.
You see two yellow lines. The first is a D. Wow. That's
It
close
happened
to the
close.
edge of the box.
That's
Very
inside
close.
the box.
So yeah, if it's
Very
if it's
close.
on the line, let's see.
He's inside the box.
Yeah.
When he turns around, you can see that he's
Hard to
taking
tell
Was
from
his
this
whole
angle,
body in
but
the box?
if I had to guess, I would say that it was more than likely in line or inside.
Let's see. No, he stepped
So-
up to the line, so it's very hard.
It's hard to tell.
make the call from here.
especially from the angle that we're looking at. it
Yeah,
at. We're not
very
looking at it
hard.
Side on. So that side on angle would have been
But that referee-
viewed by the
So
assistant ref.
here it is. He's coming back to the top of the box. Right there. He's now standing at the top. So his feet are on the line.
Yeah, so it's just where the contact actually.
Just where the
takes
contact
place.
occurred. Exactly.
So
So
I don't think you can be too harsh on the official
on the referee.
here.
No, I
VAR,
don't
of
think so.
course.
Because the contact, he's right on the
They should
line.
come out with the Flexx and take a look.
So we have the advantage of seeing the replays. The refs don't. So they have to judge it based on their initial
And
impression.
unfortunately, I don't
And
like.
that's a double yellow card. I think a player is going to be sent off for having too much to say. That's what it appears is happening here.
Went to the back pocket.
I am sure I saw the ref brandish a red card.
I thought so too.
No, he-
And yes, the player is number 18. Josue. Josue.
In fact, I don't like
been
the way
sent
the
off.
wall is lined up. It's very
So
dangerous.
I think he had a yellow card initially, and then it appears that he had too much to say to the referee after that free kick was awarded. And
But
so
do you
he's giving his
see
marching
the
orders.
danger in where the goalkeeper is standing? Properly
It's a big
placed free
moment
kick,
in
and
the
it would
game.
be hard for him to see the ball.
There's Rush. Left-footed, right-footed. The wall does its job.
Wall did an excellent job. Didn't move at all.
And John clears. So crisis averted for the moment for the
Yep.
Issa team.
Yep.
Wall did its job. Did
The
not
wall
move.
did not move.
And so now Rush has to chase the game. So again, even though it's 0-0, they have to score to advance to the final. And they're going to have to do it with 10 players.
We need.
So I don't think that will change too much of Rush's tactics. Just the way he was playing in the center of midfield. So instead of having a 4-3-3, it'll look probably more like a 4-4-1. But they'll still have to attack. So regardless of whether they're playing with 10,
And they're short.
Have to score.
And they're short.
they have a few minutes to get a goal.
They're short on one player. So a lot rest on that too.
That's
There's
the kind of
Jason
overloading
White.
I'm looking for.
Oh,
Just
again,
the
can't pick out
quality
the
of the
pass.
final pass. That's those two
Ready final
V1s.
pass.
Those give and goes in the middle third.
But no, the linesman, the assistant referee on the far indicated that he saw a foul. So it was odd because I think the assistant referee was actually further away than the referee was.
Right.
But he indicated a foul. So, yeah. Usually you'd say if the referee is close, the assistant would not get involved necessarily. you would only sort
You
of get
got
involved
you
in
got
far
you
away
got
from
to
the road.
remember
Referee,
that you're
yeah.
in Lauderhill, you're in Jamaica
There's
here.
the home field advantage
Yes,
for
and when
the Issa
they
team.
make that noise, boy, you better answer the call.
So all those people you see in the stands there are not cheering for the team that's closest to them, which is Port St. Lucie, which is
No,
just up the road. They're cheering for the Issa team.
which is
Another
good.
wasted
Which
free
is
kick.
good. 'Cause these kids earn their way to come here and play and display their talent. This Rush team is here every weekend playing, so everybody pretty much know them.
And the coach said, referee, we already ate. We don't need any home cooking.
So again, this is game management. So there. And that was a high foot somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, somewhere in there. If the game remains the same at the end at 0-0, Plantation has to come one good to beat this Jamaica team. That I can tell you. So Plantation and the niece and the gang, you have a heavy piece of work to get done tomorrow.
And so
Good
that's
football.
to the far post. Oh, and the player almost went over the fence, but he was trying to finish that one across to the far post. And he was calling for it.
Call for it.
And the ball beat the keeper.
Didn't get. He didn't get himself position. Yes. Should have got himself position for the ball.
Much easier.
Yeah, much easier.
So again, 0-0, the defending champions Rush trying to find a way back into qualification position. This is Ashman shielding the ball. They're trying to clear once, twice, 3 times. Still don't have clear. They'll build up again. This is Gio. Gio is going for the long one. Probably needs to do in this situation. Nice 1-2. Here comes a dangerous chance for Rush. Trying to turn and find an angle. Again, Rush is appealing. Another cross comes in. Control. Cleared by the Jamaican defense. All hands to the pump here for Jamaica. Rush is continuing their attack.
Wow, I'm surprised there. I'm very surprised. I thought it came. So did I.
Every time the ball goes into the box, Rush is appealing for a penalty.
I doubt that's going to happen tonight. The Jamaica team wants to go into the finals, and they're playing to go into the finals. And all they need is a draw.
Just about 2 minutes left. And
at the time.
Yeah, Rush is going to have to be much more direct here and much more urgent.
That's a young man that they've been talking about a lot.
Spence.
He, to me, is built for a professional career. You look at his outlook, his appearance, and his attitude towards his teammates. You can basically say this one is cut to fit.
But we've had a few over the years like that I'm not sure what have happened. For example, Alex Marshall.
Yes, that's a long story with a whole lot of twists and turns. I remember when we did the MLS Combine, and he was there and he left before the Combine was finished.
Oh, wow.
And that wasn't good at all. In that same Combine, J.D. White came when the Combine was finished.
Wow.
Did you know that both of those guys were the top players that are the college coaches that they
Yeah,
scouts
yes,
that were they
absolutely.
they wanted to look they were talking about.
Absolutely.
And both of them for some reason messed it up.
So we're at the end of regulation
Sure.
time, so it's just the time for stoppages now. Defender taking.
I'm
no
not sure
chances
how much
there.
time the referee has added.
Was corner and ice. I don't think I've seen an indication.
I don't see any indication
So
of
we'll see.
additional time.
And that's a corner. So it could be a dangerous time.
Very
for the
dangerous.
team here.
And this
one
is where you
conceded,
have to
and they will
concentrate.
be out of the tournament in terms of advancing to the final.
I think the Issa team can defend this, and they will defend this well.
This is where you tell your
watched them all
teammates
evening and I've watched them grown.
concentration, no
It's on the
mistakes, no shots.
So first header to the Jamaica team. And let's see if they can prevent the second attack. Rush still maintains possession here. Another cross. This is McLean.
Just track.
Ooh.
All you need
And
to
there's
do is
another
track.
chance in front of the goal, and it's going to be a foul against Rush. Two good chances in the last
Very good chances.
dying moments of the game. So look at this chance. Well defended. It was very important for Conor and Issa to be in front of that ball, because it looked like the defending champions were trying to sneak into the final with a late goal.
Well defended.
Very well.
Numbers in the
As I
box.
said, the defense have grown stout-heartedly for Jamaica. There's no if, ands, nor but about that. And that's what will take them to the finals.
Don't know how much time there is for
So
stoppage.
Jamaica attack again. And again another misplaced pass.
Yeah, errant pass again.
I don't think
Final
Rush is
passes
going to
have
spend
been-
too much time passing this ball around.
No, they
I think
have
they'll
to
get
be
forward
direct.
much quicker. Still patient. Now
Have
they go
to be
long.
direct.
That's bread and butter.
And the Jamaican boys have defended it very well. This is what I like to see. You know what's at stake, and you know what to do, and you get the job done.
Yeah, and the only goal they've conceded, coach, in the whole tournament was one where the defender gave the ball away, so they haven't really been troubled that much in open play.
No,
The
not at all,
Jamaicans.
not at all, not at all.
So let's
Play
see
to the wings.
How much time left?
Smart.
If the referee looks at his watch, then you know it's almost
Good
the end.
defending.
So Rush is going to go long again, predictably. They tried to switch it though, and players not able to keep that in. So advantage to the Issa team. So it should almost be over here.
Yeah.
Referee giving stoppage time for some of the times that we didn't continue the game in the second half. Players went down injured, a lot of substitutions, and it's a fairly inaccurate shot there.
Hey, he's just pushing the defense back on their heels.
Spence trying to prevent the long ball. Here goes again. Ashman is the player that's supposed to be on the end of it. That has to try to win it. The ref's not going to give a foul there, so play on. That means Smith trying to win it back. And it's played outside, so the Rush will get a throw in here. Good pressure. Again, forcing them back. And so they're just trying to get it into a position where they can launch it. This is McLean. And McLean is trying to play into his left midfielder. Still with it. Well cleared.
This Jamaican defense is stout-hearted.
Yeah, they've been
And I
solid.
like the way they are playing. They say defense win championship, offense win games.
It's going to be very important to keep their concentration in these last few moments.
Last few minutes concentration.
Because
key.
This is where discipline comes in. This is where discipline comes in.
See if he has a long
This is where
throw.
you make calls.
Does.
Everybody has
And
to-
it's off the post. And that was almost the moment for Rush.
That was almost the moment.
They play around. They're going to try to
That
get one
was
more
the moment.
chance. They have no more
There are no
chances
more
because the
chances.
game is over. So Rush hits the post in the very last minute of stoppage time. It's the header. Goalkeeper had no clue where it was. Off the upright and out. And Jamaica just survives.
Very good game. Contrasting styles. But good football.
So that player also, Tamayo, almost had a chance on the rebound as well.
But goalkeeper made himself big. Did what he was supposed to do.
Like I said earlier, it's going to be a humdinger from start to finish. And it sure did.
And I think some disagreements after the game between both teams. To be expected, a tough game.
Tough game,
Yes,
frustration.
Right to the end.
Remember, they're defending champions, and the defending champions don't want to go down in that fashion. Defending champion wants to be on top. Well, the Jamaican team this year came good, did what they had to do, discipline on defense, and they're in the finals.
And so we'll see Rush
Very good.
in the third
And
place
I think they'll go back
tomorrow at 3 p.m.
Look at the
And
film.
we'll see Jamaican Plantation at 4:30.
4:30.
This should be a good game.
Good game.
Well, the Plantation team have been fully rested. So if that's going to play to any advantage, then
You have to feel for Rush a little bit because they have not conceded a goal in the tournament and they're not going to the final.
finals.
So
Hey,
just on goal difference.
it's the way
That's why a league is different from a tournament, huh?
So we're going to wrap up from Lauderhill Sports Complex tonight. On behalf of Ken and Coach Brown, thank you all for being here, and we'll look forward to see you tomorrow.
We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.
we're on the ball.